Right now, it is still snowy and I'm still trying to work on my backgrounds and environments, and so I thought what better way to explore this than to use a screenshot from one of my favorite games as a reference for me to study. The game in question is The Long Dark, where you are a survivor in the Canadian wilderness trapped in an eternal winter. And while the gameplay itself is super fun and I really enjoy it, the visuals are so powerful. While The Long Dark is a 3D game, the textures used within the game for the models are based in watercolor, as far as I can tell. And this gives the game a very unique appearance in terms of its environments. It's not realistic, there's no realism to it, and yet you can still clearly tell what everything is, and it has a certain sense of artistic beauty to me. And beyond all of that, it's not based in realism, which means it's not photographic in quality. And this makes it easier to study from than a photograph. Photographs often have an immense amount of detail, and this means that when you're trying to copy them, you have to figure out how to break down the image on your own. And if you don't already know, this is very difficult, this is very time-consuming, and this is very mind-demanding. And all of that, on top of the fact that environments are very complex and confusing on their own, means that it makes it very hard for me to commit to actually drawing them. And the best way to get over this is to make things as easy for myself as possible, and I think that's something you should always be doing when you're trying to learn how to draw something. Learning how to draw anything is already particularly difficult, so why make it more difficult on yourself? And even if we ignore all of that, since I really enjoy this game, I am more likely to finish and work on the painting than just abandoning it, because I do want to represent my love for it in this artistic form. And so being able to help myself commit to something and commit to finishing something is also particularly helpful. And in this way, I get to combine my interest in a game and my enjoyment of a game into my desire to learn how to draw something new, which often makes the experience less stressful and more enjoyable for me as an artist. And again, why would you not want to do that? Why would you want to make things harder for yourself? Learning to draw is already a very difficult task, okay? I don't want to make that difficult and annoying for myself. I don't want to make it a stressful activity for me. And as much as I know and follow the ideology that practice is going to be the best way to improve, I don't have all the time in the world to do that. So ensuring that I have more committed abilities to create something and finish a piece is very vital for me because I don't have enough hours in the day to commit to artwork. And so I have to be able to say I need to be able to make this in under 5 hours so I actually have the time to finish it in 1 week. And so combining enjoyment with practice means I am more likely to finish something, and that is always a good thing. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, I don't really have anything I particularly want to talk about this week, so I'm just going to let the rest of the Speedpaint play out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.